Yet again, guys, we bring you one of the best-selling Mazda cars in the market, and today I want us to look at this special unit here. And of course, from what you're seeing, this is an extremely beautiful vehicle in the Kenyan market, and personally, I think if you were to put this car in a contest, it might just win the prize. This right here is a 2019 Mazda 3 hatchback, which is a very good vehicle actually. And another plus on this is that this is the hatchback. I've seen so many people go for the hatchback rather than going for the sedan because of the looks that you get in these units. So today we are out here to review this amazing vehicle. We want you guys to know what is happening with Mazda, and of course Mazda as always were updated with each and every design of the car. And if there is a car that I would say it's value for money so far, I'll always point towards Mazda. And this is not the only Mazda that we have, Jones. Let me show them these other Mazdas. If you're in the market also for Mazda 2, we have unlimited options for Mazda 2s out here. We have the silver one, we have blue, there's red wine and black, fully loaded unit right there. And also, if you're looking for Mazda 3, we have petrol unit here. The other one is diesel. We have this sky blue petrol, and we have that wine red petrol. So we'll never run out of options when it comes to Mazda cars. And another special Mazda that is available here is of course the best-selling Mazda in the market, which is the Mazda CX-5. And this is the chief competitor to the Toyota Harrier right now in the market. And this is a 2019 Mazda CX-5 diesel, 2.2-liter turbo, and it is an all-wheel drive. And it has all the optional features. The only thing missing there is the sunroof. And so if you're interested in that, if you have 3.4 million shillings, you can come, we talk, you get yourself an amazing unit. And because we mentioned Toyota Harrier, now we have to talk about this. This is the chief competitor to that Mazda CX-5. And this is not your regular Mazda Toyota Harrier. This is a turbocharged Toyota Harrier 2-liter that gives you a whooping 232 horsepower, 350 Newton meters of torque. And also it comes with a very special transmission. This has a 6-speed automatic transmission. Perfect car every day. All the other Toyota Harriers usually come with CVT. This one has a 6-speed automatic. You get an 8AR FXE engine, and also you get your D4ST turbocharged petrol right there. Sawa. So ni kitu safi sana. And since we are not out here to focus on this, acha turudi kwa Mazda 3. The asking price for this is 4.1 million shillings. The asking price for that Mazda, we said, is a cool 3.4 million shillings. Now guys, if you're new to this channel or if you're just catching up, kindly subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, follow, and leave a comment and tell us maybe which car you want us to review in our next video. And by the way guys, the cameraman today, or the director today, is called Jones. So hapo kwa YouTube you can search JM Motors Mombasa, utampata pale. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, at least pia na post some content hapo, so you can kindly go and follow him right there. Let us get back to this. If you love the diesel diesel power, this car has that. It's a very, very practical car. And before you even go further, I'll pop up the engine bay there so that at least you see the Sky Active diesel engine that sits inside there. It's actually very robust. 0.8-liter turbocharged. You get 116. Nakuja pale. You get 116 horsepower and 245 Newton meters of torque. That is what pushes this vehicle from 0 to 100 in only 10 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds. It's not the fastest vehicle, but considering the size of the car, 10 seconds is pretty good. And also, it's not a performance unit, so you don't expect 3 or 4 seconds. Another thing about the diesel engine, the Sky Active D, is that you get the best fuel economy. 1.8-liter turbo diesel, it gives you an average of 20 to 24 kilometers per liter for a car that has a 1.8-liter with a turbo diesel. Now, one special thing that you need to know about this car is that you need to know how to live with a diesel engine. First of all, you buy the car if necessary, if you actually need it, not just because of the specs that you get. Because most of the time, the diesel Mazda cars are usually packed with so many features, including Bose audio system, leather seats, electric seats, heads-up display, everything, each and every feature that might entice you to purchase this vehicle. And if you decide to purchase it, okay, you'll have to know how to live with it. First of all, long distance traveling. Number two, you can always do the DPF cleaning. Or the number three thing that you can do, which I don't recommend, is DPF delete. Sawa. And also make sure you get some very good diesel, of which right now serikali yetu imerudi almost 10 steps behind to get us some very poor quality diesel. So if you're going to purchase it, wewe jua tu vizuri wenye utapambana nayo. Otherwise, other than that, the car is excellent in each and every department. And when it comes to beauty, this must be your pick. So acha nifunge hapa alafu sasa tuongee about this vehicle. And before we go far, because bei ndio inaamua if you're going to buy this car or not, today we are asking for only 2.4 million shillings for this 2019 Mazda 3. A very good price. You can go for diesel, you can go for petrol for the same price. But this one actually feels good. It has so many features that you won't get in the petrol. And in this case, maybe you can give them a 360-degree view of the car so that at least they get to see what is going on. First of all, hapa mbele, you get the Kodo design, which is the Mazda blueprint for their cars. You've noticed that most Mazdas usually come with this design over here. And because these are diesel, you get this blacked out finishing on the grille instead of the regular chrome, which usually comes here. As you can see, this is chrome. For the regular Mazda Demio, you get chrome. And also for the Mazda CX-5, it comes with chrome. So this one is kind of a special unit. On the main headlights, you get your adaptive LED headlights. You get your circular daytime running lights. The main projector sits here at the center. And on the top side, you have your turn signal strip, which at the same time you can still use as your daytime running light. In terms of safety, on the front side, it's loaded with sensors so that to ensure that you park this car easily so that you don't scratch this amazing vehicle. And also for safety, yes, for proximity and all that, you need to have those. You have your front-facing camera. On the side, you have cameras also. And on the rear side, you have another camera just to ensure that you get a clear 360-degree view of this amazing car right here. Tukikuja on the side, you look over here, of which personally I think the design is very, very smooth. And you get this beautiful looking rear side. I know for you guys, especially men, you'd like to have a curvy backside. And somehow Mazda has given you this design, so I like it. And then of course on the sides also, you get some amazing finish. When it comes to taillights, Mazda are doing perfectly. They're just doing what they're supposed to do. So you get full LED taillights, which is actually amazing. Down here you get piano black finishing, a number of sensors and reflectors on this side. Your towing hook sits here, and you're being reminded that these are diesel via this Sky Active D diesel technology. The model name is Mazda 3. I know right now there's some bit of confusion between Mazda Axela and Mazda 3, but this is actually straightforward. Once you see a Mazda 3 and you get to see the Axela, there's a lot of stuff going on there. Mazda Demio, that's where there's a bit of a challenge when it comes to identifying the differences. But for Mazda 3 and Axela, there's a lot of difference. You can actually see them. Now, let me show you the boot section here. Yeah, so you get your manual boot, okay? So it's not electric, and you get this decent spacing here. And in case you're planning on doing the unexpected, you can actually sit inside here. You have some decent space, so you can actually sit inside here, which is not the most perfect thing to do, but just for sure, you get some very decent spacing. And on the lower side, you get something special. Come here. Down here, you get your accessories, and we say this car is powered by Bose Audio, so you get your Bose speaker right there. Is it a speaker or a subwoofer? Yeah, it's a Bose subwoofer down there. And of course, you get your wheel jacks and all the spanners down here. So this one, I can clearly say or easily say, this one has all the things that you would need to run this vehicle. Now let us talk about the suspensions kidogo before we check out the interior. And what I can say is from what you are seeing there, you get this clean look. So you have these highway tires, 18 inches in size, 18-inch alloys, which are premium. These are original alloys from Mazda. And for the brakes down here, you get smaller brake discs, which are of course vented. And when it comes to the suspension setup, you get your torsion beam suspension system, which is not the best, but for efficiency and for better road handling, Mazda wamekwekea hizo hapo nyuma, sawa. Pale mbele, you get your McPherson start suspension with coil and springs with anti-roll bars to ensure that there is minimal body roll and stability, or minimal body roll, and to ensure that the car is always stable on the front side. Same size wheel, same size tires, same design. It's only the suspensions that are a bit different. Huku kwingine kuko sawa, huku nyuma kidogo wamerudi nyuma from the multilink, wamerudi back to the torsion beam. JM, tuingie ndani tuwaonyeshe what happens inside here, and we'll start from hapa. Hata before tuingie ndani, blind spot monitoring system, you'll always see them on the side mirrors. Ikiwa ukipita hapo kando gari ikiwa inasonga, ama when you're close to the car when it's in drive, you will see this part going live. Down there you get your camera to activate your 360-degree view of the vehicle. So if you're still watching the video right now, make sure you subscribe, like and share. Now I want us to see the quality of the material on the doors. Of course, you have this design over here. There's a lot happening. There's a number of edges, corners right there. And on this, you have two speakers, one on top, which is your tweeters. And then of course you have your large speakers, or these are the primary speakers, which are powered by Bose, which is actually pretty good. It feels so nice. Leather finishing over here, some amazing stitches, chrome plated finishing, leather armrest here, which is actually very soft. It's softer than what you get in a Mazda 6.5. You also get your power door controls plus controls for your side mirrors all in one place, which is actually very, very convenient. If you like carrying stuff here and there in the door, okay, if you carry a lot of stuff and you need to put some things next to you, you have these door bins right there. All right, as we jump into the interior, let me show you how the interior is. Kindly nisaidie kufunga tu milango zote. This is what you get. The interior actually looks very well done. The seats kinda look like they sit a bit lower than what you get in the other cars, but that's no issue. I know some other guys like to drive their cars like that, but with this, so you get yourself these good quality seats over here. And I can say the quality of the leather that you're getting here is actually high grade, and also the precision when it comes to the perforations, everything is nice. Electric seat adjustments, which is pretty good, no complaints about it. It's actually amazing. Once you sit inside here, you'll get to understand why this seats a bit lowered. I think that's for comfort, and I think there's something very special about this. Mazda made these seats a bit uncomfortable to ensure that you don't sleep on the road. When the seats are very comfortable, you tend to lose the concentration, or at times you get to sleep ukiwa umezuba sana. But Mazda wakaamua bana, these seats have to be a bit uncomfortable to ensure that you don't get too comfortable. Ukiwa hapa, the steering wheel is actually pretty good. So once you switch on the car, this is what you get. Of course, from what you're seeing, everything looks good. You have a mix of digital and analog clusters on this Mazda. Your RPM meter, 6,000. Fuel range, for example, with the current fuel, you might not get even to 10 kilometers. 180 kilometers per hour top speed, of which to reach that, you'll need around 20 seconds, probably. And on this side, your fuel gauge, which actually looks pretty good. So in terms of the clusters, everything looks very much okay, no complaints about it. Now on the steering wheel, it is leather wrapped with some amazing stitches, and also the steering wheel is heated using this button here. All right, adaptive cruise control, controls for the infotainment system, and because these are fully loaded diesel, you get paddle shifters for you guys, for your convenience. Down here, each and every feature is available. You get your idling stop, traction control, you can activate your parking sensors, you can get a 360-degree view of the car, or you can arm all your sensors all around using this button here. Memory seat settings are available, and of course you get 2 instead of 3, which is still very much okay. Heads-up display is available, and it projects on the windshield, which is pretty good. I don't know if you can see it there. You can see that K0 ako kako hapo. Yes, that is where it projects. When it comes to the center console or the overall finish on the vehicle, Mazda wako sawa bana. Mazda are doing great. I think they just threw the Axela design away and decided now we want our own design, something better, something that is not very obvious. And this is what they got us, a very good design. Now the infotainment system before was up here, and right now they moved it a bit further to the front and it sits a bit lower, okay, so that at least the driver and the front passenger can get to control the infotainment system whenever necessary. The ovens are placed here next to the clusters, which is still okay. Your push to start button sits here, centralized AC controls which are automatic, and of course you get seat warmers both for the front passenger and the driver. DVD slot, one USB port. You have this tray there, 2 cup holders of which you can close this space. Down here sits your gear shifter for your 6-speed automatic transmission. And of course here on the center console you have more controls for the infotainment system. You have rotary control. You can always push it to the side to move through, or you just punch in to accept a certain command. Electronic parking brake, controls for volume. Put whether you're listening to tracks and you want to put it on next, you can use that. Now this car has the largest armrest. It's even larger than what you get in a Mazda CX-5. And generally from what you're getting here, you get some very soft materials here for your knee pad. You get leather finishing. So you have to push this back before you open it. If you try to open it in this position, it will not open. So you have to pull the lever, push it back, and now you have to open it. So you have this storage space, not the largest, but it's decent enough. HDMI port, USB port, and also you have your 12-volt output for your accessories. The rest of the dash looks good. Amazing leather, some amazing stitches, beautiful air vents here and there. Glove compartment, which is not the largest, but it's very good. And of course, for the front passenger, you also get some very good material on the seats. This is actually pretty good. But now on the front passenger, the seats are manually adjustable. As long as the driver is comfortable, I am comfortable. On the top side of the car, you have, of course, your sun visors, which has a light on top and a mirror to check everything. On this other side, your speakers, lighting, and ABCD, and also you have your rearview mirror. I think that's very standard, so I don't actually need to tell you that. Now, about the rear side, you get a very clean look. Starting all the way from the door, everything looks magnificent. Everything looks to be in its right place. Kila kitu iko fiti, no complaints about it. Very nice, very well done. Ukiingia hapa ndani, the quality of the seats, first of all, tells you that this is a premium unit. The armrest, which sits square, houses 2 cup holders, which is pretty good. And once you sit inside here, you will understand why people are going for Mazda. Of course, the legroom is not the greatest, but for convenience, the car is very good. You can still sit down here. You will not die. Utafika mali unaenda tu vizuri, sawa. So actually, this is what you get. Beautiful design. I like the quality of the leather that you get here, but I kind of hate that we don't get air vents here. This is a large car, and Mazda should at least put some air vents here so that at least it becomes easier to ventilate the rear side. LED lighting for the interior. Like all the other cars wanatumia some shady technology, Mazda wako na full LED, which is amazing. I think I kind of like what Mazda are doing. And also, when you sit here, this is what you get to see. Beautiful design right there. And we have to agree that Mazda are actually building themselves a very, very good brand. For the 2025-2026 market, Mazda has teamed up with Toyota to ensure that they are the leaders when it comes to car production in Japan. Mazda is actually very, very meticulous. That's why you don't get Mazda CVT. You don't get CVT with Mazda because they don't like trying things that do not work out. Okay? Our Memo 6-speed automatic, 8-speed automatic, I'm a manual. It's either that or we die. And of course, they decided we are not going to try the shady stuff. I don't know, Nissan waliamua tunakufa nayo. Subaru wakaamua, okay, sawa, tutakufa nayo pia, lakini we'll give you manual options. So, whichever or ile design yenyewe unataka, all of them are available. So that's it about this 2019 Mazda 3, a very beautiful car, an excellent design. So the reasons why you should buy this car is, first of all, the comfort that you're going to get there. The price is not that bad, 2.4 million shillings, and it is negotiable. Another thing, fuel economy. For the diesel car, you get some very, very good fuel economy. 20 to 24 kilometers per liter is no joke. And yes, the biggest point is it is a Mazda. So it is actually a very, very good. And point number 5, that should be the ultimate reason why you should buy this car, is that it uses an automatic transmission, unlike its counterparts of which they are still using the CVT. Automatic is very smooth. You don't have to worry about it. In case of any issues, you can manage it. Yeah. Mechanically, trying to fix an automatic is easier than trying to fix a CVT or even a dual clutch transmission system. But either way, I'm not discouraging you from buying a car with a CVT. All I'm saying is I like Mazda because it has a 6-speed automatic transmission. So thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share, so that at least you get more people tuning in to the channel. Thank you, and as always, bye bye. See you in the next one. People, kama kawaida, Wadeki Auto Trading, this is what we do. We show you the best of cars that you can get in Mombasa, Kenya, and we're starting with this. Good people, as always, we told you Mazda is the best selling cars. The best selling. Sawa.